Do, 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 do. Alright, let me get through this commercial. Fire up the chat. Expedia.com. We got 40 people to start. That's awesome. Did you guys miss me or something? That's cool. Let me say some hellos real quick. I'm getting all the buzzing. Let me stop the buzz. I had it on vibrate today. Made the day interesting. Janice Venus, Val Marie, Jamie, Tom Lars, Sony, BK. Alright, come on. Everyone jump in there, say hello. So I could say hello back. That's a nice view, isn't it? I do believe. Yeah, Bitcoin crushing it. We'll talk about that in a minute. Jim Wolf, I see you, bro. I mean, what are we up? Over 15% in the past 4 days. So I told everyone, buy the dip, buy the dip. But what the hell do I know? I don't know anything. I'm just some freaking guy on the internet. Ooh, stack some Satoshis. Yeah, I was all over that dip. There'll be another one or two. Don't worry. But like I said, you know, whether you buy it at 90, 50, 100, or 150, when it goes to 10 million, it's not going to matter. And it'll go to 10 million. We'll probably see 250,000 in, I don't know. I'm predicting second quarter. From the chart reading that I do, second quarter of 2025. So yeah, shout out everyone who's on board. Maria Ann kicking off Super Chat activities. Well, I'll call it cover the parking activities with the 10 banana rabbits. Thank you very much. I'm so psyched for this coffee. I'm so psyched to sit down. Alright, enough of the ceiling. Bang. Oh, look at that. Stopped it on a dime. Like I got my brakes changed. You want to see some shrinkflation level stuff? You want to see some? Wait, hold on. I carry a stash of them around, so I have a point of comparison. This is the new Truvia packaging. This is the old Truvia packaging. Shrinkflation. I mean, it's like, come on now. I gotta see in the fine print what it is, but I think it's like 0.02 difference. You know, and they're saving on the paper too. But look at that. That's lame. Friggin' lame. Alright, let's build this coffee real quick. Shall we go for all these? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't operate on even numbers. Even numbers are complete assholes. Or is that just me? I just don't like even numbers. Nothing good comes, except the number 2. The number 2 is good. And the number 6 if you're playing Baccarat. You know, when you yell, monkey, 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 monkey. 3 side, no side. Bam, 6. 50 to 1. Sweet. Anyone play Baccarat out there? That's probably the most fun game in the casino. Probably the most profitable. How you doing? If you know what you're doing, and you got the testicular fortitude for it. But it's just straight up fun. Sylvia, how you doing? Oof. I just raw dogged a freaking lungful of that stuff. What are they making it different? It was like a fine dust versus like a crystalline structure. I miss sugar too. I ain't gonna lie and say I don't. But I do miss the whole sugar cube ritual. But I'm freaking healthy. I mean, I haven't worked out in like 2-3 years, sadly, but I'm gonna get back into it. I keep saying that, but I will. I'm down. I'm like This is one of my lowest body fat percentages ever, besides when I was really, really trying to look like an anatomy chart. I mean, I'm lighter than I've ever been also, but that's all good. Uh-oh. Do I actually have too much? We will hold this in abeyance. Or, alright, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make myself a little delicious shot. This will satisfy my sweet tooth. You know why steamed milk is good? I had this conversation with someone. They're like, what's with this steamed milk bullshit? You know, it just complicates things. It doesn't really, because one, pouring cold milk into hot coffee makes it lukewarm coffee. I don't like lukewarm coffee. So the steamed milk prevents that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, it changes the flavor. It almost caramelizes. Turns the milk a little sweeter, put it that way. Alright, this is gonna be good. So I got my little shot here. That's gonna be good. Wait, let me juice it one more. Fwah! Oh, that's gonna be good. What am I getting? What is she trying to sell me that I'm never gonna buy? A weighted hoodie. It's not the sexiest thing I've ever seen. She seems to like it though. Look at influencers. Do I do that when I try to sell you something? No. Maybe I should. Yeah, steamed milk is the best. But, you know, me being the pragmatic individual that I am, oh, the froth is the best. I got one of those electronical ones. It's made by like the same company that makes Instapot. And you put the milk in it, it's got the spinny in there, and it heats it. So it saves you on, like, I do, my machine does have a frother attachment. I just get tired of cleaning it. But you put it in there, you press what you want heated and froth, just froth, blah, blah, blah. And you watch it rise, and you're done. It's friggin' awesome. And you put a little sugar in there, it's like whipped cream. All right, let's do the shot first. Cheers. Hope you guys had a great week, and here's to a great weekend. Salud and skol. That's good. That was sugar, my teeth would be rattling. But it's not. It's Truvia. It's Stevia. Liz, how you doing? Mike K. Kenny Chesney is at the Sphere. That'd probably be interesting. Mr. Gumballs, what's happening? Enjoy too. I like instant blonde roast espresso, hot water, and a shot of cinnamon. That actually sounds good. Cinnamon is so good for you. It's so good for your circulation. Like, we're already seeing a difference in the world, you know? Like, they're finally like, you know what? Damn, we gotta get rid of red dye number 4. What about purple and blue and all the rest of them that cause all sorts of freaking autism? I'm not a doctor, I'm speculating. YT, lawyers. They're finally getting rid of red dye number 3 after, like, they poisoned, what, 10, 20, 30, 100 million people already with it. Caused all sorts of brain trauma. But it's going away. All the companies, all the fast food companies, which should go away too. F them. Like, F every one of them. Sorry, all the people who like fast food. F every one of them. I hope they all close. Learn to cook. Learn to be healthy. Learn to take control of what you eat. Fast food is bullshit and it's killing you. Anyway, all the fast foods are like, oh, we're gonna use tallow for instead of seed oil, because seed oil is killing you. It might not be killing you per se, but all those aches and pains and all the bullshit, that's all from seed oil. It's not good for you. Seed oil being, oh, but I only use canola oil. That's the healthy one. Look, it says it on the bottle. No, it's not. Just friggin' stop. Anyway, but I do use olive oil. I still try to use it, but I use butter. Butter is good. Butter is healthy. Butter is tasty. Butter is a snack. Butter is its own freaking food group. It's delicious. Put a little salt and pepper on it, just eat it. It's delicious. I put it in my coffee in the morning. I go through about see, those tiny little ones didn't do it. I'm gonna have to put 3 more in there. I go through about a quarter pound a day, plus or minus. Like whatever's left at the end of the day. I take the little wax thing and I take a spoon and I go and dispose of the frickin' wrapper. Why not? It's good healthy calories, great for your heart, great for your vision, great for your frickin' mind. It's awesome. You've been lied to. So was I, until I woke up. Yeah. You get like 2 lines of this stuff. It's so fine. Anyway. Yeah, so red dye number 4 is going away. What else is going away? They're all going to use tallow. In case you didn't know what tallow was, for all you vegetarians out there who are like, oh my God, I'm not going to eat a cow. Well, when you go to McDonald's and Burger King and Chick-fil-A, whatever the hell that place is, and you go and get some fries, and you think you're like saving the planet because, you know, cows suck and all that. It's fried in cow fat now. Tallow is cow fat. So surprise, surprise. But it's healthy. It's freaking healthy. And it's almost impossible to get your hands on now. It's going to be a tallow drought. How I get my tallow is I buy the chopped meat, the chopped up cow, and I cook it at like 200, 225, 250, and I tilt the pan. I got a big like skillet and I tilt it and I let it all drain out and then I save that and then I cook with that. So yeah, it's friggin' awesome. We got 107 people. That is getting better. Everything in moderation. Yeah, I agree 100%. Even the Bible says it. Everything in moderation. Yeah. Except what's bad for you. There's no such thing as moderating bad shit, like alcohol. You know? Oh, I only drink alcohol in moderation. So what? I mean, I almost had a drink the other night. Not that I'm opposed to it, but it's not part of my life, you know? There has to be a reason for it. Like, I know that makes me no fun. Like, if I was sitting here drinking beer, there'd be like 1,000 people like, oh, this guy's the coolest dude ever. Watch him drink beer. I don't want to be the coolest guy ever drinking beer, you know? I'd rather be like the healthiest dude ever, you know? But that's just me. But coffee's bad for you too, Bror Fredrik. Not like drinking beer. Drinking beer gives you tits. Bottom line. You know it. You look in the mirror. You got tits if you drink a lot of beer. And ladies, make some grow. What up? Oh, that's good. Oh, I drank, what did I have? Some of the Pete's coffee someone sent me for Christmas. So I'm already kind of, woo. I'm good to go. So I almost had a drink the other night. We were at Buffet's yet again. Just love that place. Just love that. You never have a bad meal there. That's why it's kind of the go-to. And it was someone's birthday. And they were like, oh, well, you know, you could have a virgin drink. I'm like, I'll take a virgin woman, but I ain't drinking a virgin drink. That's like weird. So I had some water. and like an entire pot of frickin' French press. And I'm just as hype as everyone else. Yes, Jim knows the deal, snacking on butter. Olive oil is from the olive, not the nut. Very true. You made bread today? That's awesome. I wish I could. I don't eat it anymore because I'm just like, I'm done away with the carbs, but making your own is way better than buying it. Like, even if you read they're so full of shit. Even if you read the ingredients in bread, it says ingredients, bread. You know, flour, water, whatever, stabilizers. You saw what I did that one time. I bought a loaf of bread. I bought one Wonder Bread with the frickin' dots on it, whatever, looks like a clown. and I bought one of great value, and I sat it in my kitchen. I let it occupy space in my kitchen. 6 months later, it was still squishy. 8 months later, it wasn't until it was 10 months old that it started to get a little funky. And it didn't get funky in terms of getting hard. It started crumbling. They're putting something in that shit. When they say stabilizers, modifiers, all that stuff, no. Yeah, if you can, make your own bread. It takes a while to figure out a good recipe, but yeah. Mahalo? Yeah. What up, Joe? Keith Bubba, what's going on? Nescafe, I'm reading all your stuff. I didn't think that was around. Yeah, Nescafe. Remember the old Nescafe commercials? They were a trip. They were like, I love watching old commercials. Like, you know, you find a YouTube video that says like 1980s commercials, like when I was young and whatnot. Even 90s doesn't feel that long ago, but 35 years ago. 30 to 35. And you're watching the Nescafe commercial and it says, he never has another cup of coffee in my house. You know, they're getting all like freaking catty over the dude wanting an extra cup of coffee. You know, he heard some shit when he got home. But he'd just be like, but I got something else for you, baby. Don't worry about the coffee. Keep the tallow in the fridge. Absolutely. Agreed. That's where I keep mine. And then like I get with the spoon. I get it with the spoon. I should really use an ice cream thing, but I don't. So I get it with the spoon, and then I knock it off, and then I take the fork, I harpoon it, and that's how I grease it. You know, I put some butter, and then I grease it. Butter's for flavor, too, because the melting point's different. And then I do that with, because you know, I'm not going to use the whole thing. And then I put it back in, and good to go. Yeah, and I've gotten all the guys buttering their steaks now. Like, I sit there, and they're just like, and the first couple times they're like, what are you doing? I always ask the waitress, waiter, whatever, bring me some butter, and they're like, oh, there's no more bread. I'm like, just bring me the butter, all right? You know, you're getting a big tip. So then I take it and I butter the steak. You butter it. Butter that steak. Let it drip over the sides. Let it sit for a minute, and it's just, it changes everything. Like Bones said, I use it only for medicinal purposes. that's true. There was the greatest episode on yesterday I watched before. I went to bed at like, for the first time ever, I went to bed at like 9 o'clock last night. I was like just exhausted. Then I got up at 2:30 and you know I stayed up for like 3 or 4 hours and then I took like a nap. But I did go to bed early. Got the same amount of sleep, but I went to bed early. And on there was, remember the episode with Dr. McCoy where he was like helping a woman give birth? You know, like she used to be like the wife of the high Tyre of the tribe, those big dudes. And she's like, you know, he went to go like touch her pregnant belly to see if she was doing all right. And she was like, no man could touch me like that. Pow, she slapped him. And he's like, I'm a doctor, I gotta do this, I'm trying to help you. Touches her again, she goes, pow. He gets pissed off and he goes, looks around and he goes, pow, slaps her one in the face. And she's just like, how you doing? It was, just saying, just saying. Then later on in the cave, while she's giving birth, he puts his hand around her throat. But he did like this. Like, he didn't do this. He did like this, you know, like he's supposed to. And he's like, tell me you want this baby. Tell me this is, you know. And I was just like, wow, that was a great DS episode. Other than Space Seed with Khan. You will open your heart to me. You will open your heart. Oh, how many minutes do you grace me with now? Now you must go. Now you must ask permission to stay. That's a great episode. Just saying. Let's see. I miss Wonder Bread Chunky. Yeah, I never got down with the chunky peanut butter. I never got into peanut butter as a whole until I was adult. When I was a kid, before they started putting all the sugar in it, I was just like, no. Like even peanut butter and jelly, you know what my moms used to give me? Cream cheese and jelly. Because I couldn't, like, peanut butter, I'd throw that shit in the garbage, or I'd trade it with someone. And peanut butter was more expensive than cream cheese. But, you know, the bread got all frickin' soggy, and it was like a big mess after a while, you know? But yeah, cream cheese and jelly is still good. I still eat it. I still eat that, but I don't do it with the bread. I put it in a bowl, I put it a little bit in a microwave, and then I stir it up, and I do the same thing with peanut butter and jelly. And, you know, delicious. You did your fourth news interview at the Citrus Connection bus terminal in Lakeland. What time? We gotta go check out. Send me the link to that. I'd like to see that. You bought a bag of Chompy's bagels. I love bagels. You know what I love more than what's tallow? Tallow is rendered out beef fat. I know I'm probably behind. We probably talked about this, but I'm trying to keep up on comments. You know what I like better than bagels? Which, another thing I can't eat anymore, bialys. I think outside of New York, most people don't know what a bialy is, but a bialy is like, that's probably what they serve in heaven, my guess. Covered with butter, toasted, covered with butter. It's just like dripping out, and you got the onion and the poppy in there. You eat the bottom first, because it's got the flour and the cornmeal on it, so it's like, but then you eat the top, and it's just like, wow. Wow, it's baked in lard. I'm sure they serve that in heaven. I'd be disappointed if they don't. Raise your hands if you're sure. I'm sure of something. What's up, Doug? Rendered beef fat. What? Wonder Bra? Who's got a Wonder Bra on? A push-up bra? Is that for volume or height? How does that work? The Wonder Bra. I remember that. They still do those? Found a new series for you, The Rig. Interesting. I will look at that. The Rig. Okay, I will, because I'm done. I think Landman is done on Prime. I think that's over now, because this past episode I watched a couple days ago was like an hour and 25 minutes long, so that's usually indicative of the season ending. I never fast forwarded through something as much as I did Landman. Like the whole, I just want to see I want to see the dynamic of the Landman. I don't want to see about who his daughter's banging and who the wife is doing this and strip clubs, and I just want to, I want to get into the business aspect, you know? It's fascinating AF, and the interactions with the lawyers and the you know what I'm saying? I could care less, who his 17-year-old daughter's banging, it's like, why? Anyway, so I fast forward through that stuff, but yeah, Landman is just a great show, but I will check out The Rig. It is like extra dark in here today, I don't know why. It's like dark. Butter on steak is what makes Ruth Chris's plate sizzle. Yeah, they do come out with the hot plates. I have not been there in a long time. The Ruth's Chris. I don't even know what that means. Ruth's Chris. Yeah, next time I'm there, I'll ask. But nobody, the boys ain't into that place. Uh-oh. Mike K with the 10 Bananaramas. Fried bologna sandwiches. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I am with you. Alright, hold on. I will prove I'm with you. I will prove it. I will still eat me some fried bologna. Can you believe Christmas was like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago? Everything's still up. I'm digging it. I still put the lights on. Everything. I'm just loving it. Oh! There you go. I'm still not above fried bologna. fried bologna rolled up in a tortilla, a corn tortilla. You know, I can get a couple carbs in. That's like 5. With a little bit of sandwich pal, creamy horseradish. That's good. That's good stuff right there. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do it. You think that smooth skin happens on its own? Hell no. Gotta get that charcoal mask in once in a while. Fellas, it's good for you. Just stop. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, you know, being that we got 149 people on, I might as well say something like, how'd that go again? It's been a while. Bror Fredrik coming at you with another live stream in Fabulous Las Vegas. More of a sit and chill, chat type of thing, but I'm going to invite you to like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 2 times a week. And if you're on the sports channel, I got links down there. I got the Cash App. I got the Venmo. I got Amazon links, even though they don't friggin' pay me, but it's still cool stuff. They stopped paying me. They were just like, we don't feel like paying you anymore. I don't know why. I can't get to the bottom of it, but F you, Amazon. But it's still cool stuff, regardless. What else? And super chat activities, which is the grease that keeps the wheels rolling and helps cover the parking and the coffee and that stuff. You know, you want to support my effort out here. Alright, thank you. Trying out for the blue. That's a good one. Oh, you have the charcoal full? I do use it. It's good for your skin. It takes out, it just takes the crap out of your skin, you know, like all the freaking UFO pollution and stuff. It's good for you. Fried bologna sandwiches are the yum. Outside decorations down, inside still. I don't do the outside anymore. It's just like I'm never home enough, you know, to appreciate it. Like, okay, when I come home maybe, but it's just like I'd rather put more effort into the inside. I stopped doing outside a while ago. Those girls never stay dressed for long. Well, you know, women shouldn't stay dressed for long. It's just, I don't want to see it when I'm trying to learn about, you know, I might want to start a freaking oil drilling business, you know? I want to learn how the business works. Bialys with chicken fat. Ooh, that sounds good. Landman is good. Landman is a great show. So is the new season is coming up. Lioness, even though it's like, you know, I'm a boss babe, I'm 90 pounds, but I could beat up a whole squadron of operators. You know, it's that bullshit lie. However, it's a great show. It is a great show. Plus, there's so much truth to what they talk about in there that I don't even know how they're getting away with it. They talk about how things actually work behind the scenes, especially Morgan Freeman. It's a good show. The other one that I binged not too long ago was the new spin-off of The Walking Dead, where Rick and Michonne, after like frickin' 8 years, finally get together. They finally find each other. Rick's in this other thing, and she's over here, and this one's over there, and they meet the kids and the whole bit. I watched those 6 episodes. I watched them all over the course of like 2 days. That was worth watching. It kind of like tied together the whole what happened to Rick, because Walking Dead fell apart after him. Daryl has his own spin-off. That came out a while ago, so I'm hoping to see more of that. I forgot the name of it, though. How We Lived, or I don't know, some bullshit. What's going on, man? Yeah, so you watched American Primeval. Did you watch it all the way to the end? Yo, we just finished. Okay, everyone dies. You know? It's like the only show that I've ever watched where everyone's dead at the end. Like, everyone died, except the chick and the kid, but he's got his leg cut off and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Is that dude wearing tights? That has to stop in 3 days. There's going to be a ban on that in 3 days. Just stop. Anyway. Yeah, everyone dies at the end. It's cool. It's kind of gory and everything, but yeah, everyone dies. My son said the same thing. You men. What'd he say? Just started watching Unreal on Netflix. Okay, so what do I gotta watch? Unreal and Rigged? Did I watch? What's Unreal about? I might have watched it. I'm getting freaking bombarded with commercials. This is the third in a half an hour for freaking home warranty shit. Like, home warranties, biggest scam ever. Like, tell me a story about how you ever collected on a home warranty claim. Yeah, almost said just that one woman that started, and you know who was gonna die. He couldn't kept taking beatings and bullets and stabbings the entire show, and keep on ticking. And it figures all, they made out at the end, the whole bit, and then they ran away, and then he came, and you knew he was gonna, like, I was just sitting there going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, he's done. That kind of sucked, but he was a cool dude. Unreal, yeah, 1923 was a great show, so was 1883. I think the new season of 1923 is coming up soon, too. ML, stay warm inside you. Absolutely I am. Cheers. Drink that coffee. Go buy a chub of something. They call it a chub? They call salami a chub? Really? Was that a typo? Is that what you really call it? Should I say that? A chub of salami. I mean, we used to use the expression, hide the salami. Hey, you want to play hide the salami? I mean, the salami, you put it under the couch, whatever. First person to find it, There's no like innuendo there. Who could forget the crash and burn of King of Queens? I never really got into that show. I didn't like the whole yes dearing that he had to do to that witch, whatever her name is. I don't like her. There's certain women that I just look at and I'm just like, no. Like Angelina Jolie, her, there's a bunch of them. It's like, no, I couldn't stomach her, so I never watched it. I couldn't stomach Roseanne, even though she's like, on the right side of the spectrum now, but I couldn't stand her and her show either. Everything with Billy Bob Thornton is interesting. Okay. You need a woman who looks at you like Angelina Jolie used to look at Billy Bob Thornton. You ever see that? Let me see if I can find that real quick. Alright, we're gonna do this. Angelina Jolie looking at Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah, there you go. Come on, focus. Ah, it's blown out. Hold on, I'll fix it. Get you a woman, not Angelina Jolie. Besides her big feet, I'm not a big fan. She's got giant feet. That's why she used to look at them all the time. She was just enamored with that dude. Like, look at that. They had some kind of magical stuffs going on. Come on now. I'll see some other ones. Wonder why they broke up. I mean, I know why they broke up, because it's Angelina Jolie. How much of her could you take? Look at the way she looks at him. Come on. She's just enamored with that boy. I like that. And you see how like cool he is about it too? He's just like, yeah, baby, you know I'm the man. I love that. I love that. He's just being slick, you know? I'm sure he gives her the affection that she deserves, used to anyway. I mean, AK that picture. I think he's grabbing her boobies. But he's just like, look, he's just cool about it. That's a freaking cool dude, you know? That's cool. That's just the epitome of coolness. Alright, TikTok? Bye, TikTok. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. I mean, there might be... The Supreme Court held up the ban. Now, why are they banning TikTok? Because, one, it's a mental illness factory. Two, I've been saying it for 3 years, it's spyware. You have TikTok on your phone, your data is already... that phone is compromised, you know? Your phone is compromised. Has your banking data, your passwords, whether they're manipulated or not. God forbid you have, like, your Bitcoin on there or your freaking seed phrases, which you should never do. It should be on a piece of paper hidden somewhere, or on a steel plate. Yeah, your shit's compromised. If you have TikTok on your phone, you're just screwed. You just don't know it yet. And it's a mental illness factory. So, yeah, the U.S. Supreme Court held up. Maybe YT here will change their desire to compete with TikTok once TikTok goes away and we can go back to doing business. Like, I'm tired of being beat over the head that I'm not doing shorts. Oh, we're going to kill all your other videos till you put out some shorts. It's like, look at these shorts, you know? F you. Because they don't pay you for them. It's just like, you're supposed to be a team player and make shorts, you know? Until it hits 1 million views, you don't see any money for it. And how many of that? The only ones that see 1 million views are chicks like this. You know, those are the only YouTube shorts, or the yoga chicks who do yoga positions and, you know, bending over to the camera and you can smell the ocean and everything. Those are the only TikTok, those are the only shorts that make any money. But they allow that. If I did it, no. So maybe they'll stop pushing to try to compete. Whatever. However, the ban is holding up. A U.S. company has until midnight, Saturday night or midnight Sunday, however you look at it. Who's this belligerent asshole doing? He's completely acting the fool, but he's behind an older couple. I'm not digging it. Like real close behind him. Alright, anyway, sorry about that. My inner knight in shining armor kicked in. So TikTok. So yeah, that's going away. Unless an American company before midnight buys them or takes them over. And there was a rumor that Elon was going to buy them. He ain't friggin' buying them because, I mean, he could buy them and then just shelf it, which would be good for everyone. Any other company in a position to do that? Probably not. I don't think they want to. There's millions, like, remember when the election took place and they were doing all those videos, you know, where people cried, oh my God, I've lost all my rights, I want to kill the thing inside me so bad. You know, you remember all those? Oh, damn, I just got demonetized. Anyway, now there's like the gnashing and wailing of teeth of all these people. There was some dude like, you know, I've been making TikTok videos every day for 5 years and I make $800 a week doing it, blah, blah, blah. What am I going to do now? Yeah, I have no freaking skills because, you know, crying and talking shit on TikTok was your business, you know? Yeah, no one's going to pay for that moving forward. So, yeah. So they're all crying, oh my God, what am I going to do? All the influencer chicks can't do the dances. You know, they can't do their friggin' TikTok dances anymore. And advertise their OF pages. Yeah, it's a trip. Plus, you know what else is going to get affected? Which no one is the, biggest industry in the world. TNA. You know, it just is what it is. You know, even like women look at them, you know, you can't help it. It's like, how you doing? Anyway, I lost my train of thought. I was thinking of TNA. You did that. This is the thing that a lot of people haven't taken into consideration. I haven't seen anyone say it on X except me so far. There might be like a million other people, but not in my feed. X is gonna take a hit too because so much of the content that is on X is regurgitated shit from TikTok because TikTok doesn't do claims. I could have made a whole YouTube channel about making fun of TikTok things. I just don't have the time nor the patience nor the desire to do it. So you get, you just screen record TikTok videos, bring them onto YouTube and make fun of them. Bring them onto X and make fun of them or whatever. Because TikTok does not hand out copyright claims, the same way that, other media does, YT. So, yeah. So, the engagement farming harvesters who just, their whole channels on X are based on putting up TikTok videos and watching them, and talking about them and stuff like that. They're all going away. They're going to be like completely out of content soon. And nobody, they call them engagement farmers. We all know who they are. Yeah, that's going to affect X and a lot of people's bankrolls there too. So, yeah. I just got hit with another commercial. Shipped. What is Shipped? Yet another food delivery service? The world needs that. So, do I feel bad? Oh, and that's going to also trickle downhill and put a dent in OF too, because, that is where a lot of these chicks, find these simps, which there are a lot of them, unfortunately. It's like, that 83 million dudes have OF accounts who are giving money to online hookers for all intents and purposes. Yeah, I'll send you $100 if you do this, that, and the other. Okay, baby, I love you. It's online. It's not social media like these girls, but some of them, they make huge money. The average one who thinks she's slick, can make like a couple hundred a month here and there, but there's a ton of them who make millions. This is one that makes $1 million a month. A month on that OF crap. It's insane. But it's only because there's a demand, If there wasn't a demand for that, then it wouldn't exist. So guys are just freaking stupid. I couldn't imagine, like, sending even a dollar. I'm going to go on some site and be like, show me your boobies, I'll give you $1. That's so freaking lame. If you do that, guys, I have a hard time having respect for you, because you don't have respect for yourself if you're doing that. So desperate to see a pair of boobies you're gonna pay online? Come on. Just stop, because that industry is destroying an entire generation of people. Anyway, enough of that. Mr. Beast was looking into investors. Mr. Beast, like, he's still playing to the kids. He's like 40 years old already. He should just stop. Billy Bob Thornton says he wears women's jeans. That's interesting. The government doesn't want, yeah, I mean, that's basically what it is. It's a security risk. TikTok, it's a mental illness factory of epic freaking proportion. Epic proportion. I mean, you know, half of it's weird. It's like a reality show for a freaking mental hospital. I mean, people just blurt out there. I mean, it's not good. It's normalizing insanity. It's normalizing miscreant behavior. It's done so much harm, as has OF. Look, it is what it is. If there wasn't a demand, I mean, some people people go to freak shows. Pay to see the three-headed boy and the bearded woman. Okay, that's what TikTok is, But you'd be surprised. People are like, I'm a fan of this one or that one. Are you really? That mentally ill twit? Or twat? Whatever. Twit-twat, twitter-twatter? It's time for some coffee. And then like a third of it is like women complaining about men. I don't need no man. My man did me wrong. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man. Oh shit, I got a flat. I need a man. Don't lie to yourself. You need a man. Let's see. No TikTok for you. That is good. Let's see. Or, yeah, Instagram. I mean, I put them up there. I thought it'd be good for business and stuff. I mean, I have Instagrams, but I've like 5 of them. But I don't look at them. I could just, like, why? I just don't get it. FBX is good because, I don't, I know a lot of people in the audience who follow me. I don't follow back. Don't take it personal, but I just want the most, how would I say, neutral feed. Like, I see both sides. I see the crazy, I see the normal, I see the left, I see the right, I see the middle, I see everyone. Because it's not profiling me with the algorithm. If I subscribe to a bunch of people, then it'd be like feeding me the same content. I want to see how the crazy people think as well as the normal people and all the Bitcoin people. So I don't subscribe to anyone. I follow like 2 people. I follow Elon and Trump. That's it. So I want to see what they have to say. Other than that, nothing. So don't take it personally. But that's where you get your shit undiluted. That's more the news than the news. You just have to be smart enough to see it. But the amazing thing about X, you say, you believe everything on X? No, I don't. But it's informative. If someone posts some bullshit, like there was a rumor that Elon was going to buy X. That came out and everyone regurgitated it. I think I even regurgitated. I think I reposted it. I didn't comment, but I reposted it. And then within hours, he comes out, no way I'm doing that. Someone else is like, no, I work for Elon, we're not doing that shit. Someone else comes out, there's a rumor, it started over here, and they put where and links to it. Like, the internet don't F around when it comes to, like that, like digging up shit. So within like an hour of someone posting some crap that's wrong, just flat out freaking wrong, it'll get smacked down. It'll literally get smacked down, and you might get smacked down too. Like, I can't unpost what I posted, but now I know, I heard it from Elon. He's like, I ain't buying that shit, but I did repost it too. But it's up to you to discern it. But it has its own built-in checks and balances, which I like. So it's cool. It's better. The TNA industry. You're getting a lot of commercials too. Like, they were hitting me hard for a while. Now they kind of tapered off, which is good. Chick Not Chicken. Yeah, 83 million dudes have OF accounts. And they pay. 83 million. I mean, that's a lot of lonely men, but to a degree, maybe I get it. Because, most men couldn't get laid in a whorehouse with a fistful of hundreds, because they're either like obese or weird or whatever, But You know, and then it's like listening for 15 years, I don't need no man, I don't need no man, I don't need no man. You know, after a while, man, it's just like, okay, you know, it's cheaper for me to, instead of getting married, to give this chick $5 to see her, you know, see her cooter and whatnot, and you're done. So, I mean, I get it to a certain degree, but find something else to do. Buy Bitcoin. Let's check Bitcoin. I'm tired of scolding people about Bitcoin. What the actual fuck are you waiting for? But I don't know nothing. I'm just some guy on the internet. Let's just check it real quick, though. Let's check. Oh, he wanted to ask me if I wanted coffee. Damn. I was too busy checking my Bitcoin. Checking my XRP. We're still hovering at 104.4. We're going into a sideways consolidation, but weekends have lower volume, which is higher volatility because the ETFs aren't trading. So it could go to like 120 or back down to 95. I'm still a buyer at whatever. But when it's a freaking $1 million, I'll be buying $10 worth. I don't give a shit. It's not about, people are like, oh, it's too much money now. So what? What are you talking about? $10 is still $10. Do you know if you have a quarter of a Bitcoin, a quarter, you're in the top 5% of the planet. If you have a tenth of a Bitcoin, you're in the top 1%, along with Michael Saylor and frickin' governments and everything else. But I'll beat you up about that later. So we're up 3.6% just for the day, 11% for the week, and we're up 4% for the month because we had that dip. But that dip was a great buying opportunity because you made 10% on it in a matter of freaking hours, and we're now up 152% for the year. But Bitcoin's a scam. Well, what are you doing that's up 152% for the year? Shiny rocks? Stop. Stop with that shiny rock bullshit. Just stop. Hold on, I'm checking stuff. I gotta check the XRP. Want to check the XRP while we're at it? Then I'll beat you up about that too. XRP is gonna be I'm riding it till there ain't nothing left, nothing left to ride on it anymore. But it's not what people think. If anything's a scam, it's XRP. But if I can make money off a scam, I'll do it. I mean, it's up 30% in 5 days. That's freaking nuts. That's nutso. It's up 440% in 6 months. I bought it at 57 cents. Told you to do it. So what's that, a 6X already? Sweet. Oh, let's check out our buddy Doge while we're at it. While I try to make eye contact and get a coffee. Doge is at 43. 43 cents. When did we start talking about that? When it was at 7 and 8? But I'm just some guy on the internet. Don't take my word for nothing. I'm seeing Doge is up 26% over the past 5 days. That's cool. Doge almost tracks exactly like Bitcoin does, but I don't want to beat the hell out of that. But I'm going to browbeat you, but I'm tired of it. You want to be poor, stay poor. I don't give a shit. I mean, I do give a shit because, like, you guys are like family. I don't want you to be poor. But, you know, at some point, it's just like, you're making your choice. Yeah, according to TikTok, XRP is going to the moon, right? Yeah, Matthew. But, see, the thing about, I need coffee. I'm not adequately caffeined enough to talk about crypto. Bro, let me see if I can mind control this dude. I think it's working. Oh, I'm not smiling, wait. I look too intimidating. Wait. It was a chick come rushing over. Anyway, another freaking commercial. This guy getting some phony hair plug shit. See, and people are already freaking bouncing. The minute you mention crypto, I just lost like 35 people. You know what? I don't give a shit. Because I just don't. I mean, it is what it is. You know, sit back and watch other people make money. And then complain about it. What up, Alex? Yeah, XRP is pretty much a scam. Like, even Trump came out and said, he's like, fuck them. You know, they supported my opponent. You know, yeah. I mean, everyone's like, oh, Trump's gonna make XRP the national frickin' repository of frickin' everything. And no, he's not. No, he's not. That guy holds a frickin' grudge. Trump holds a grudge. He ain't fucking with XRP. He's just like, screw you. You gave him 5 million XRP to my competition. It's 100% centralized. Half of the people who run Ripple own half of it. So it's just a matter of time before they flood the market with it. And it's going to be the biggest freaking rug pull of the century. It's going to be like, yeah, they're going to have facial reconstruction because they won't be able to go anywhere because they'll have robbed half the planet. I mean, they're so centralized. I mean, the whole thing is a freaking psyop, XRP. However, I bought it at 57 cents. You know, I'm just saying, it's not what you think it's going to be. It's never going to 1,000. It might go to 50. It might go to even 30. It might go to 100. But that means its market cap would be larger than gold if it hit 1,000. And Bitcoin's market cap isn't even, it's a sixth of what gold is. And gold, what the fuck? It's shiny rocks, whoop-de-doo, but it's still a sixth of it. So it's not going where people think it's going to go. People are just pumping it because they're invested in it. I'm not pumping it. I'm just warning you. You know, like, there's going to be a point where I will take profit. You know, even if it goes higher, I'm not going to lose any sleep. If it goes to 1,000, I don't give a shit. I'm up 6x on it. It hits a certain couple of milestones. I'm going to start peeling off, and I'm going to buy a new car, you know, and be done with it. And I'll look back in 10 years and be like, oh, it went to 1,000. I could have been a bazillionaire by now. So what? My Bitcoin's going. You know, Bitcoin's going to 30x within the next 5 to 10 years. 30x, that'll be good. Might even 100x. That's why having like a tenth of a freaking Bitcoin, you're retiring off that. A tenth of a Bitcoin, and in 5 years, you will not have to work a freaking day in your life. You just peel it off and be like, oh my God, what happens if it goes down? As much as I don't like the ETFs and all that other shit, if it goes down like it did after the last pump, you know, went to 75, then back down to 16, I view that as a buying opportunity. But now that we have options, I'll be optioning that down. So I'll be like making bank on that all the way down and buying in before it goes up. So I ain't scared of that, you know, but shit. You have a tenth of a Bitcoin, you are wealthy. I'll tell you right now, you with a tenth of a Bitcoin, which is currently a 10 grand investment right now, you are freaking stupid wealthy. You are, man, it's 420 up in here. You are ridiculously stupid wealthy. You just haven't realized it yet. But you're gonna be. Trust me. Trust me. Hey, what happens in 101? Hey, what happens in 101 days? Are we doing a Bro Nation Get Together? That's cool. You bought Doge at 9 cents. That's when we were talking about it. I was like, you know, what did I make the analogy of when we were talking about Doge? Like, everyone is so willing to like stick $100 in a slot machine and just lose it and call it a day and get one coffee out of it. You know, oh, $100 coffee, $100 beer, but not put $100 into a Dogecoin for 8 cents. I don't get it. If you're expecting to lose it anyway, why you think? But look what happened. Look what frickin' happened. It's another 6x from when we first started talking about it. Bro, can I trouble you for one? Thanks, man. Yeah. The Truvia stuff, the green, them there green packet stuffs.
Oh, okay, yeah. And more cream too?
Yes. Steamed milk? Cool. Alright. It's not my barista of choice. I mean, Haley got it down, but this one's gonna be good. I'll really get wired. Hold on. So yeah, XRP is gonna be one massive rug pull. One day you're gonna wake up, it's gonna be worth like 4 cents. So put in some trailing stops, you know, I'm part of it here and there if you're into it. All the people who say it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. Well, it's not, you know, when it's XRP, you can't really think of it in terms of market cap. Shut up. Just shut up. Stop trying to rationalize it. I want it to go to 100 because I bought it at 57 cents. I want it to go to $57 because I'll be a fucking millionaire. However, it is what it is. It's a rug pull. It's a rug pull. Yeah, I'm very caffeinated today. Yeah, I drank some good stuff all day. The owners own half of the coin. They could dilute it at any moment. They also pay themselves like $10 million a year and have lavish parties and shit. It's not like Bitcoin where no one owns it. It's on a blockchain, you know? However, Ripple owns XRP. So how are you gonna trust a company that owns it, that owns half of the allocation so far, to not start selling it? The minute they start selling that shit, the market is gonna freaking crash on XRP. But would I like to see $57 XRP? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's 1,000x. If my math is correct. 1,000x. It's millions. However, I'd be happy with 10. I'd be happy with 9, but you know, I'll follow it up. You know, do the thing. Ooh, wait a second. More money, says Miss Google. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you, and I love you. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Did you see that strut? That was a strut and a half. I haven't seen a strut like that in a while. I'm gonna have to show you the strut. She had it down to a science. But hold on. Oh, you missed the strut. She was strutting like she had her own soundtrack and shit. That was funny. She has her own soundtrack. I do that too. Sometimes I have a soundtrack in my head and I'm just like, I don't roll up a pant leg or nothing, but sometimes I can strut. What are we talking about? Oh, talk about ETH. You want me to talk about ETH? Fractions of Bitcoin or more Doge. Bitcoin, all the way. Because at some point, I'll be honest, at some point, Bitcoin's gonna become unaffordable to grab. You know, when Bitcoin's $1 million, it's gonna, you know, and your $100 to even $1,000 isn't gonna buy you. Like right now, $1,000 can buy you 1 million Satoshis. You know, but when it's $1 million, it's gonna buy you 100,000. It's gonna be so watered down. I mean, I'll be putting into it for the rest of my life until I'm ready to just call it quits, and then, you know, being that it's still gonna, awesome. You are the man. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, that's nice and hot. So sad. I appreciate it, brother. Okay. At some point, okay, put it this way. At some point, millionaires will not be able to buy a Bitcoin. Well-to-do people will not be able to buy a Bitcoin. At some point, billionaires will not be able to afford a Bitcoin. So it's just better to buy as many. Don't think of it in terms of buying a Bitcoin. Think in terms of buying Satoshis. You know, you want to just stack as much Satoshis as you can, because eventually, I mean, it might be 10 years from now, but Satoshis will have dollar parity. So if you have like 5 million Satoshis right now, which is plus or minus 5K, you're sitting on $5 million. You just don't know it yet. It just hasn't come into fruition. So think about it like that. And don't think about your Bitcoin purchases like, oh, all I can put is 50 bucks. Think of it like this. You're planting a seed. That $50 is a seed that's going to grow into, at the bare minimum, 500. So think of it as putting in 500, not 50, because it's going to 10x, like, and not too shortly enough. And then what's going to happen is this. At some point, yeah, I'm going to want to wind down. I told you, my goal is to retire on Christmas Eve of 2030. That is my freaking goal. Not because of my age, just because it sounds good. 2030, Christmas Eve of 2030, I am done. So at that point, whatever I've accumulated, whatever I put into Bitcoin, even when it's $1 million, I'll still stick a couple bucks here and there, but now's the time. Now's the frickin' time, because there is not going to be any Bitcoin left. MicroStrategy they have 445,000 Bitcoin, and he owns another 110. The board of directors of Meta, Facebook, and others just authorized them to, the company, to allocate some of the $72 million they got under their mattress to buy Bitcoin. 14 states have already legislation in place to have Bitcoin reserves. Donald Pump is... He's writing executive orders. In 3 days, he's gonna create a Bitcoin national reserve. There is not gonna be any more Bitcoin for people like us. It was never meant to be what it is. It was meant to be for the people, that everyone could have, I think it works out to like everyone could have 300,000 Satoshis and trade it back and forth. It's gonna be the world's reserve currency. When one country buys gold or natural gas from another country, they're not going to do it with US dollars. The US dollar is worth nothing. It's not even worth the paper it's printed on. What are they going to do? They're going to trade it in Bitcoin. One country's like, I'm going to give you 28,000 Satoshis per barrel of oil. That's what's going to happen, and people don't freaking realize that. But that's where we're at. There's not going to be any... Michael Saylor, I don't like the guy, but Michael Saylor and his company MicroStrategy have more Bitcoin than is going to be mined over the next 4 years already. Do you think there's going to be any left for you when you finally go, maybe I should think about this whole Bitcoin thing and buy $100? Yeah, that $100 might turn into $10,000 in 10 years. What the fuck are you going to do with $10,000? Wipe your ass with it in 10 years? What are you going to do? That's one trip to Disneyland if you're lucky? No, don't miss the boat. But I'm just some guy on the internet. You do you. But, I'll meet you in paradise in 5 years and we'll see what. Anyway, coffee. Yay, coffee. It's going to be the world's reserve currency. Every bank in the world is bankrupt. You giving them your money is like trusting it to a freaking crackhead. And then you gotta ask permission to use it? Oh, you withdrawing $2,000? What do you fill out this form? What are you doing with that money? Why do you need it? Because they don't have it. So they're trying to place obstacles in your path so they don't have to... You talk about a Ponzi scheme? The banking system it's a collapse Ponzi scheme. If you knew how bad the bank was, you wouldn't even think... You wouldn't have money in a bank. Banking system is gone. And the world knows it. You think it's a scam when every country in the world is buying into Bitcoin? Every state, every wealthy person, every celebrity, every sports player, they're all doing it because they see the writing on the wall, you know? And people are like, oh, I heard Bitcoin's a scam. My cousin's brother's friend lost a lot of money in crypto. Yeah, so that's why whole countries are adopting it, you dummies. But you do you. And I got nothing to gain by telling you. The more I tell you about it, the more you buy it, the less there is for people who actually believe in it. So I have nothing to gain by telling you other than you'll thank me. You know, if you don't get involved, 1 out of 8 people are involved. So every time when you're in a room with 7 other people and you're into crypto, those people are all screwed. Because they're just like, this sucks, I have a pension, I'll do good on Social Security, my house is paid for, but there's not going to be any dollar left. That's the thing, there is not going to be a dollar. But anyway, even if there was, that freaking $1,300 you're getting for Social Security ain't going to do nothing. Anyway, it's going to be bad. You know, the regret that is going to settle in on human beings is going to be, it's going to be astronomical. Like when people in 2 years, 3 years, when Bitcoin's $1 million next year, in the next 18 months, people are going to be like, oh my God, I had the opportunity to put that $2,000 in. I had the opportunity, let's skip the fucking vacation, skip buying a new car, skip whatever, or don't, I don't care, but I do. But I'm just some guy on the internet, don't take my word for nothing. There's gonna be such regret, like people won't be able to sleep anymore. People will be like, oh my God, I'm screwed, my bank closed, all my money's gone, but it's FDIC insured. Sure it is. Sure it is. When you need permission to access your money, oh well, you know, you need to fill out this form and that form, and oh, it takes 3 days to clear, and this bounce, that bounce, this tabulated this way. Really, it's my money, and I need permission. Like, here's the difference. You go to the ATM machine, you put your card in, and it says transaction approved. So I need approval to get what's mine? That should tell you everything you need to know about how corrupt the banking system is and how failed it is. I need permission. You're approved to get your own money, and you're supposed to be like, oh, thank you. I got $500. Just the fact that they won't let you pull it all out at an ATM. You know, oh, you've exceeded your maximum. What? They flagged your account because Bitcoin says your transaction was confirmed. Big difference. Confirmed, approved. I need approval from some godlike company. And then you got the guy from JP Morgan. Would he come out? Well, that was part of the dip. Part of the dip the other day was because JP Morgan came out and said, oh, Bitcoin is used by, you know, street pharmaceutical people and nefarious people, and it's got no intrinsic value. Do you know who JP Morgan is? Jeffrey Epstein's banking. They did all of Jeffrey Epstein's banking, and on top of that, they got fined for money laundering for the Mexican you-know-whos. And he's got the balls to come out and say, that's who... Are you paying attention yet? But thank you to him, you know, I was able to buy more Bitcoin at a discount. ETH is a train wreck. ETH has, you know, once they switch to proof of stake versus proof of work, you know, AMF to ETH. I mean, ETH, oh, Bitcoin, all new high. Where's ETH? Same. Oh, Bitcoin hit an all new high. Where's ETH? Oh, $100 lower. Oh, Bitcoin hit a brand new high. Oh, same. Oh, let's just sit at 3,600 forever. Yay. Proof of stake. Proof of stake, no. I mean, you do need ETH to do certain things, certain transactions. It does have utility, but I wouldn't put a friggin' dime into it unless you just like helping people. It smells so strong of weed in here. It's like someone's taking bongos, like right here. It's strong. I bet I could see it in the air. Anyway. Let's not talk about that forever. Yeah, I'm gonna toss up some blessings for you. My brother Tom. For your surgery. I don't know. But you work here. Yeah, work on getting whatever you can. Whatever you can while it's at a discount, because it's at a discount now. I mean, do I have regrets that I, like, some real estate chick with half her boobies hanging out tried to get me into Bitcoin when it was like 45, and she kept like leaning on me till it was like 5,500, like $5,000, and I was just like, what'd you say? Didn't really pay much attention to it because like all the real estate agent women would have their boobies hanging out. We're talking about crypto. They'll like Thrive, and they always would Mary Kay Cosmetics. It was just like another thing to push onto people. So I was just like, no. And this is a mere 5 years ago. A mere 5 years ago, and I was charging like $5,000 for a photo shoot 5 years ago. I could have bought like a Bitcoin on every 2 photo shoots, and I'd be ridiculously wealthy right now because it's 25x already. Well, 20x minimum. Do I regret it? No. I'm just thankful like I freaking woke up. I mean, it'd be cool, but, this is what it is. Alright, let's see what's what. Yeah, freaking ETH. People love ETH, but ETH is... Will I still do YouTube after Christmas Eve 2030 when I retire? Probably, just for the fun of it, I suppose. It's going to be a different world then. There might not be, my prediction is it might not even be a YouTube as we know it by 2030. I don't think there's going to be a YouTube. I think YouTube as we know it now, people like me sitting down talking, or just doing videos in general. Like I said, I've said this a while too. It might be 3 years, 2 to 3 years, it's going to be all AI generated. I watched an entire video of a podcast where 2 people were discussing a podcast. I don't know what they were discussing. It was 100% AI. And the average person, because, now I'm in the AI space, work-wise, the average person probably wouldn't know, but it was all done with Hey Gen and Notebook LLM. So Hey Gen was the talking heads, and Notebook LLM was the voices and the dialogue and whatever. 100% done. And YT has the capability to do this on their own. They could pump out content quicker than I can, faster than I can, better than I can, and you can, and everyone else, with a press of a button. They are like, just like Uber eventually is not going to need people driving cars because they're going to go autonomous. So everyone in that game is going to be like the TikTok people. Oh shit, I can't make any money anymore. But eventually, they ain't going to need drivers. It's autonomous. Eventually, YT is not going to need content creators because they can make all the content themselves. Even content like this. Now, it won't be, like, I tend to be, I wouldn't say controversial, but I don't shy away from subject matter like I do now. Like I'm not doing now, like I am now. YT won't do it. You'll get the vanilla everything. And there's one thing I don't like is vanilla anything. I don't like vanilla nothing. I mean, vanilla ice cream, but vanilla, plain, boring, no. I want to hear what's going on. But you'll just get vanilla. So they're not going to need me in 5 years. They're already pushing out creators. If you knew, we've been getting pay cuts as creators for the past 2 years. Each month, they're paying us less and less and less and less and less and less. And they're doing it on purpose. They're just like, we don't really need you people anymore. And now that TikTok is gone, they're not so under pressure. Well, we'll be gone. They're not so under pressure to compete with TikTok, for the eyeballs. So, yeah, I mean, there's not going to be YouTube as you know it now for that much longer. So let's enjoy it while we can. I gotta dip into my own stash of Truvia. Yeah, I carry some around, you never know. Because if I get coffee on the floor, sometimes I want to dip into my own stash. But yeah, content creation, everything's being replaced. I mean, they can't replace my personality, they can't replace this and that, and the AI isn't going to talk about, stuff, like real world stuff. But it'll still be like, and the weather is beautiful. What do you think, Bob? Bob. It's going to be lame, but no one's going to care. I happen to love YouTube. I watch more YouTube than pretty much anything else. But yeah. Well, what? Who's jetting? Someone jetting? Will I still have RU? No. No. Definitely not RU. We have a closed circuit channel in our community. There's a new host, a silver fox dude. All ladies want to know who he is. All the ladies in the place with style and grace. Maybe he's Santa Claus. It could be Santa Claus hiding out in Florida instead of the North Pole. Alright, I'm going to refresh my chat activities. Yep, we're all in your corner, Tom. Abso-freaking-lutely. It's totally AI. Yeah, I mean, dudes are sending money to freaking AI chicks. You know what I saw? I saw an AI chick with 3 boobs. 3 boobs. They put 3 boobies on her, Not one in the back, but 3 in the front. And she talks, and, it's a serious character. And it's like, how you doing, and blah, blah, blah. And once in a while she bounces and whatever. She's got 3 boobs. I mean, it's so obvious that it's AI. I mean, because I've never come across a chick with 3 boobs. 3 nipples, yeah, but not 3 boobs. However, guys don't care. That's why I say guys will date robots. Because guys don't care. It's obvious it's AI. And they're like, how you doing, baby? You know what I'd do with that 3rd one? It's like, what? And they're sending it money. They're sending it money. Meanwhile, it's a dude in Pakistan who's probably doing it. Does that make you gay? I don't know. Anyway. Salud. I said this back in the day, a long time ago, before YT, when I saw chicks, like Total Recall, exactly. When I saw chicks putting on, remember when the best that AI could come up with was a bunny nose and rabbit ears, remember that? That was the best AI could do, but AI is growing exponentially. Something that came out in AI 2 months ago is already over. That's already the past. If I'm doing research and study, if it wasn't made within this week, I'm not even looking at it because that's how quick shit's growing. Anyway, but I said to guys back then, I'm like, what the actual F is wrong with you? You are flirting. They're saying oh baby, you're so hot. to some middle-aged real estate chick with bunny ears and rosy cheeks and whiskers. How cute. Baby, you're so hot, you're fire. Oh. Really? Really? I mean, just, guys are dumb. Guys are dumb. You know, flirting with a frickin' a smoothed out skin avatar of a bunny rabbit that just happens to have a chick behind it. You know, now all bets are off. They don't even need the chick anymore. I mean, I could show you videos that'll make your head explode of what's going on. There's some dude just got arrested. Oh, some Democrat who was anti-this and anti-that and anti-this and, you know, rights for this and rights for that and LG, whatever, just got arrested for, you know what type of crime with the little ones. How come so many of those people who, like, support that are also into the little ones? Makes you go, Doesn't make me go, but whatever. You know what most of it was? AI generated. And they thought they can come up with a loophole to say, well, it's not really little ones. It's AI generated little ones. They still arrested his ass. They still arrested his ass. Good. Good. The Bror Nation will prevail. Yeah, but you have noticed that, right? How so many of those people that advocating all that rainbow stuff are also into the little ones? Why? Oh, don't answer that. Don't answer that. Satan says what? Oh. Actually, we're not spying. I'll always find a way to reach out. ISIS come. Yeah. T-minus 3 days. Keep your head on a swivel, people. They decided to move the event. I can't say the word inaugural. I choke on that word. Inauguration. How come I can't say that word? It's like one of the only words in the English language that I don't pronounce correctly. I pronounce a lot poorly, but that one I just can't even get out. Anyway, the inaugural celebration. They decided to move it indoors because of bad weather. What? That's 3 days from now. How do you know the weather's going to be bad? Anyway, yeah. So let's all toss up blessings for Donald Pump. I'm gonna call him Donald Pump because he's gonna pump my Bitcoin. Yeah. Keep your head on a swivel. They got all sorts of nefarious stuff plans. When you say they, you know who I am. You know who I'm talking about. They do. A lot of people are out there self-deporting. Have you been watching those videos lately? People are out there they're like, let me get out, because you know why? If you get out now, you still have a chance to apply if you were legit. If you weren't here for some malicious reason, if you leave on your own accord, you can come back. But if you get tossed out 10 years, you'll have to wait 10 years if you can even come back. So they don't want to be caught. He's gonna pump you up. Yeah, it's just safer regardless. I mean, it'd be great to see them outdoors and everything. They built the whole podium. I mean, people were saying that whole podium was to frickin', hang traitors and whatnot. And and that came from the right also. And I shake my head at them too, the people who come up with that shit. Yeah, the public hangings are gonna start, during the inauguration. No. Just no. Yeah, Albert. AMF TikTok. AMF. It's going to change a lot of things. People have you know, like I said, people, it's going to change YT, it's going to change a lot of things. It's going to have a trickle-down effect. But, you know, F that stuff, that TikTok mental illness factory. Yeah. So tomorrow night, I want to go see like half of the atrium over at the old Mirage is down. Well, the glass is down anyway. So I'm gonna go poke our heads in over there. Hopefully he has better skill. Some big freaking gnarly dudes, you know, who actually know how to handle a pew-pew, wireless hole puncher. You know, not that. Just look up, be careful what to say. And for those of you who don't know, I am going to start up a private members-only segment of this here Bror Fredrik channel. And that'll be launched probably next week sometime. So stay tuned for that. I don't know how it's going to go over in terms of, you know, what YT's going to think about it, but a lot of the content I've been doing on Raw and Uncensored, I'm going to bring over here in a, you know, in a private members-only type situation. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But we are going to go out tomorrow and run around and cause havoc, and I'll tell stories. The weather is spectacular, even though it went up to 74 in my place today because it was 67 out. So, you know, my place runs hot, so it's going to be hot. But it's been cooling off to like 36 at night. A private OF, yeah. Should I do that? Will anyone pay me? No. No, because it's 80% dudes. You guys don't want to know about that. These live streams, I'm glad you appreciate them. Probably the same cost factor as Raw and Uncensored. Alright people, I'm gonna get to jetting. If you got any questions or stuff that you want me to talk about, I love talking about just about everything, especially when I'm highly caffeinated. So yeah, that was fun. I hope you guys have fun too. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate the commentary. And let's see. Once more, I'm going to invite everyone to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all the stuff. I appreciate you. And if you want to support me again, I got all the links. And thank you everyone for the super chat. That is really what keeps this channel going because, you know, YT, you know, is what it is. You know, I think it's like $2 a day. How you doing? Anyway, so you guys are keeping the channel going, those who contribute financially. So I do truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. And either way, I'll see you all tomorrow night. And on that note,